Hello everybody, this is James from Square Go Gamers and welcome to my playthrough of Spyro 2. It's my turn now to do a Spyro game and I have decided just to go for, for continuity's sake, I just figured I'd go for Spyro 2, which is my favourite of the Spyro games if I'm honest. So let's go, let's dive right into
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm, somewhere sunny.
That's some jazzy piano.
Yeah, I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork.
I do like the remastered music, it's nice and atmospheric.
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs, and
Decide if I like the new character designs of
such a good idea.
any of them.
Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
I like Alora's design, but I think that's about it.
It's working.
I'm just not a fan of the new looks of the characters.
Whoa, rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that pussycat?
I love this cheap.
Well, well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons. Yeah!
How coincidental.
Crush! Kill it! Kill it!
There's a wee bit of frame drop there.
Imbecile! You ate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Who was that jerk?
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now,
It's funny how you have a guidebook in
and see what he's
Spyro
up to.
1, but you don't
I'll
get
meet
it
you
till
in Summer
Spyro 2.
Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute. How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
The adventure begins.
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems. Can you stop them?
I'll do my best. So here we go, Spyro 2. This is the first main Spyro I ever played. I played games in really weird orders when I was a kid. I never played, like, for example, I never played the original Final Fantasy. And 7 wasn't my first one either. I started from 9, and then I played 8, and then I played 7. So with Spyro I played 2, then 3, then I went back to 1. And I always find this was my favourite one, probably because it was my first. So the nostalgia factor for me in this one is quite high. And I do love this game. I love the service they've given to these games, the level of polish in these games is fantastic. Some of the character redesigns I'm not a huge fan of. As I said, the Professor and Hunter, they just look a bit off. But they did. I'm not saying it's not a bad job. They did what they could with the character sprites they had from the previous games. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just being nitpicky. But I do remember this game because I live in Scotland and
Hi, Spyro.
Spyro. I'm a friend of Alora's, and
That's
she asked me
lovely.
to help you out. Whenever you find me, I'll remember your progress. Like this.
What'd you shoot me
That
with?
means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
I'm sure you will. Because we live in the EU, I believe we had a different name for this game on the PlayStation. We had it called Gateway to Glimmer, but the original name for it was called Ripto's Rage, sorry. So I don't know why they changed it. Probably... Oh, sorry, what did you say? Oh, he's just telling me you can't climb up there because I can't climb yet. I don't know why they changed it, probably because they were worried about a kid's game having... Oh, sorry about that. Having a kids with Ripto's Rage in the title, maybe? I'm not sure. But either way, they changed it, and either way, I remember it as Gateway to Glimmer. So here we go. Right, 171 gems, so let us go and pay money bags. The greedy
You
capitalist?
must be the dragon everyone's talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100
okay.
of your gems to crop. Thank you,
Fine.
Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free of charge.
I do hate the waiting game when we have more gems. No problem. Excuse me while I go smoke a
To
kitchen.
get a good look around, press the action button. Try using action to look around this cave.
Don't need to, but thank you for the lovely advice. The one thing that annoyed me about this game is one of the small gripes is you can't finish this level until you learn a skill later.
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards.
Which is one of the more annoying things about this game. You need certain skills, so you have to come back to levels later to do things, and it just adds time, adds longevity to a game that didn't need longevity added to it. It just felt a bit cheap. So because of that, I just feel like it didn't need to be added to the game. But that's just one man's opinion. Whee! Oh, I forgot you can fly about in those loading screens. Oh, how pretty. I'm sure he used to burn the flags.
No.
Maybe I'm remembering that wrong.
We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi. I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
She sounded a bit flirty there,
they gave
whereas
me
in
a
the original
souvenir,
she was a bit
They
more,
called it a
hey you
talisman."
dick, I'm a fawn.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto.
Cute.
Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Spyro's
But he
gonna help
lives
collect
here.
the talismans.
I am?
He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talismans? If you come across any orbs, they're important too.
Wow, they really
But I'll tell you
stupefied
about them
Hunter.
later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
I think what Alora means is you can't go to Dragon Shores because we're hijacking you for your fiery, breathy powers. Feels like we've been hijacked. Which have been hijacked. Right. That background music is just my childhood. It sounds so fairy and floaty and atmospheric. I love it. When I've played this before...
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you visit.
Okie dokie. So, I've probably missed a gem or two around here, I'm sure. Yeah. Once I learn how to swim. Once money bags. He teaches me how to swim. For a modest fee, of course. Right, so let's get moving. I feel like the flying mechanics I noticed it in Spyro 1 that it's probably not so bad now that you can actually like hover like that. But in Spyro 1, because you can do that and all the edges were so rounded off and beautiful, which I'm not saying, I'm not holding against the developers, but if you don't time a glide pitch perfect, you bump off the edge and you slide off, or you don't quite make the jump, and it's really frustrating for a lot of the jumps normally you would make otherwise, but for whatever reason you just slip off, if that makes any kind of sense to people. Burn, baby, burn. First world. Let's hop into Idle Springs. Because I need 500 gems to learn how to swim. La 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 la. Anything. There we go. It's beautiful! Oh, no, it's alive. And this is why we're not allowed nice things.
Spyro! The idols we were carving have come to life! They've locked us out of our temples and stolen our food!
Oh no, wait. Why would they steal your food? I don't think them stealing your marshmallows is the end of the world, mate. But, whatever, let's give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure you have your reasons for wanting the delicious marshmallows. Right. I can't even finish this level until I learn how to swim. Not with that one. Okay. I suppose I can learn to swim and then come back in. Okay, but why though? Nope, crap. More fool me, I should know better than that. He has a colander! I think I torched him at the same time. Ah, well. Sacrifices are made in war. I love the gleam and the shine on these. They're stunning. You can actually see Spyro in them, which is just the attention to detail is phenomenal. Absolutely amazing.
Those metal shields are making enemies invulnerable to your flame attack.
Fucking no! Are the people in this place fucking brain damaged? What's wrong with them? Boom. I love how even in all three games, no matter what, the fairies will give you the most really boring advice. But not even that, they give you the most boring advice when you've already dealt with a situation like that previous. So I've already had to charge an enemy because I realised his shield absorbs my flame. So she tells me there, after I've dealt with 2 of them, oh yeah, their metal absorbs your flame, so charge him. No, really? And I get it's a kid's game and all that stuff, but if you've had to deal with it, you shouldn't have to teach us after the fact. Ding ding. It's just something so simple looking, but it just looks so gorgeous.
To aim the camera left or right, use the right stick.
Really? Really? Wow. I mean, not all kids are idiots, you know what I mean? I will come back to the orbs on this level once I learn how to swim so I can just get everything all at once. I just need to make sure I have 500 gems for... What's his face? I think it's 500 gems.
Spyro, you're pretty tough. If you ever want a permanent job, we've got a place for you here. But for the moment, I want you to have this talisman.
Okay, cool. I don't want a job though, thanks. Being a badass dragon is a full-time job, you know what I mean? Right. If I remember, there is something over here? Yeah! I'm interested, there's a section in one of the levels, I think it's... I want to say Colossus, where you get asked to kill the Yeti, but the text says torch, and I'm wondering if they're going to stick with their guns and have him say kill, or they really are going to change it and have him say torch. It's going to be... I'm interested to see what they do with that one. Actually, if I remember reading somewhere correctly, the reason they called the main villain in this Ripto is because the kanji for Spyro looked like it said Ripto. So that's why they called him that. Interesting wee tidbit for you guys. Da-dum. Da-da-da-dum. He just wants in on the action. The hot sausage action. I got nothing. Flip, flop, flip. I remember when I first played this game as a kid, and I beat the game, I got to Dragon Shores, and then I couldn't do anything until I couldn't get the final door because I hadn't 100% the game. So 100%ed it eventually, and then I was so proud of myself because I got
the dragonfly following.
Okay, I got the permanent supercharge so you can breathe fire all the time, and then I didn't know because I just I was messing about, so I had 3 different save files and all the 3 different saves. So I didn't know that having that permanent power-up permanently powers you up when you start a new game. So my friend came around and he was like, why don't you have super breath on this game file? You completed this one.
Hi, Spyro.
And I remember
You look
thinking
like
to
you're
myself,
pretty
what are you
agile.
on about?
Let's try putting it to a test.
Yeah, yes, I can learn how to jump. I remember thinking to myself, what are you on about? Like,
Okay, not bad.
I completed it on this game, not on that game, not this one.
Nice job. Now, try to do a hover.
I just remember him looking at me like I just booted an animal in the face or
Very
something
good.
like. And then that was when I realised that you... Oh, piss. You had to start a brand new game after getting the supercharge, and you permanently have super fire breath. And that was a revelation to me. It didn't make the game any easier or harder, it just made it more fun.
This one's tricky. Wow, you're a pretty good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real.
You're a cheetah. You don't need running. You are a cheetah. I can beat you in a race even if I wanted to. Right, 400 gems. Is that enough for money twat over here?
Sorry, Spyro.
Yeah, 500. I thought so. Right, let's head into Colossus then, since it's right there. I can 100% this level straight up, so. 407 gems. One of the most cathartic things I ever remember doing in a Spyro game was in Spyro 3, and you just beat the sorceress for the first time, and you have to chase down moneybags and get your money back, and you just headbutt them and torch them, and all the money just comes flying out, and it's so cathartic. It's like, that's for Spyro 2, that's for stealing my money, you dick! Look at the ears. Bitch, please.
A Yeti has been rampaging around our home, but we've managed to trap him by shutting all the doors. If you talk to the other brothers, they will open the gates and guide you to him.
Cool, so I'm the solution to your problem. Fair enough. Yeah. I do love the... I don't think it's a track in this game, music-wise, I don't like. That could be the nostalgia talking, but I just... Tracks you could genuinely just listen to for hours. Bum, ba, da, ba, bum, bum, bum. No, maybe it's just me. What's your favorite track in these games? You leave a comment below and let me know. The sound's a bit better in this one. Spyro 2, they sounded a bit squeaky, if that's the right way. It sounded like a whole level full of Yodas. Yeah, okay. Hello.
Who needs a key when you know how to chant like this?
Like what? That is such a lame superpower.
Enemies like those yaks are too big to be charged.
Yeah, I figured when I killed the last 3 of them a wee minute ago. See, that's what I mean. It's just...
Each time you defeat an enemy, it will release a spirit particle. The spirit particle...
You know what? That's fair enough. That's the first time you encounter one. There is one in Glimmer, but you wouldn't have been able to reach it because of... You need to be able to climb.
Hey, look what I can do.
What can you do, mate? That's probably not going to pay the bills anytime soon, though. Do they have bills? Where do they live? Do they all live in this monastery? Is it a monastery? Is that employee of the month? It is cool how you can see the levels from other games in here. Like that, that's from Spyro 3, I think? That's Spyro 3, that's the Bamboo. No, Bamboo Terrace, that's Spyro 2. Sorry, I do apologise. I'm trying to remember, it's like, because you get all 3 games at once, sometimes your memories just kind of merge into one. I feel like people who live in the UK and the US and all over, I feel like this is like a Mandela effect for a lot of people, like the name of this game. It's either Ripto's Rage or Gateway to Glimmer. It was for me, I remember. That someone was talking about it and they said it was called Ripto's Rage. And I went, no, it's not, it's called Gateway to Glimmer. And they went, no, they showed me a copy of their game and I went, no, it's called Ripto's Rage. And I showed them mine and I went, no, it's Gateway to Glimmer. Are you from a different timeline? Like, because there's all the jokes about the Mandela effect, is that from like different timelines or stuff, and we made jokes about it.
Even though I'm a vegetarian, I think you should torch that Yeti.
Aww.
It's pretty tough, though. In fact, I'm not sure you're up to it.
Torch you in a minute. They said kill in the original game. That didn't make as much sense as the original.
Tougher than that.
Like, he would stomp the floor, and each time he stomped it, it would go lower and lower, and then crush him. Maybe I'm just nitpicking. Maybe I'm just... Because this was my favourite Spyro game and the one I remember the most, maybe I'm just being a bit more harsh on it. But you know what? I feel like it deserves it. But they gave us this faithful readaptation of Spyro, so can't complain too much. Being able to relive your childhood like this is, with the graphics of nowadays, is just wonderful. What should they do next? I've heard a lot of people online saying they want Gex. Not a series I've ever played, I don't know.
Spyro, welcome. We have found that hockey is a peaceful and calming sport. You have 2 minutes to score 5 goals in...
Okay. Hockey? Peaceful? Really? And here comes Jason Voorhees, big fat goalie cousin. Whee! Come on in. I have 2 minutes. Oh, the spectators this time round. Oh, oh, oh. At you! Come on in. Oh, you move so slowly on this ice. I always thought you could speed up on the ice. I think I just remembered that wrong, if I'm honest. Oh no, that's the next game. I thought he had. Oh my god, speed up! It's like Red Dead 2 walking about camp. You get sick of it eventually. Just speed up. Jesus! Speaking of Red Dead 2, it was hard to put that down to be able to play this. I'm addicted to it. But I haven't beaten it yet. I'm not actually that far in it, all things considered, with everything else I'm doing around all the games I'm playing and everything as well. So having free time to play just now is a bit difficult. What's my next challenge, boss?
Would you like to try a game of one-on-one?
Go for it.
The first to score 5 goals wins. You are shooting at the red goal. Off you go.
3 stars. Right. I'm sure. Oh, you dick! Oh, I forgot you can torch him as well. Ah! Oh, knob. Okay, at least there's no time on it, so that's something. Ah, beat it, you tosser. Oh, you absolute wank! My language is getting pretty salty. Because I forgot how frustrating this bit was. Oh, you absolute... No, 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 no. Oh my god, could you just speed the fuck up? No, 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 no. Thank you. This is why I don't play sports games. I get so unbelievably wound up. I played FIFA once. So because of that I played them all, right? I suck at them. I'm not even gonna lie. I sucked at it. I sucked at it hard. But I'm not a huge fan of football at the best of times anyway. Or soccer for our American audiences. I was never good at it. But I feel like they're just the same game rehashed every year. But you could say that about... Are you taking the piss? It was moving 2 miles an hour. No, I was no good at them. Wahaha! Sucker! Wahaha! That is really cathartic. Whoop! Damn it. Oh, you absolute... Keep peaceful and calming, eh? Why not pass it to me? Come on. Oh my god. This is the longest game of hockey I've played in this game. Ever. There we go. Finally.
Well done. Have this. If you stare at it long enough, you might not see anything.
Oh, that's genius. To be fair, it looks like a green golf ball with some gold around it. I don't think there's... I think you can get a skill point for winning like 5-0. But I didn't get that because I don't have the patience for it just now. Right, so that's 2 out of 3 orbs. What the fuck's that? Am I seeing that right? Just looks like a random dot. Oh well. Chaboing! And for my next trick. So there should be a mission around here with the Professor that he needs you to torch souls out of statues, something along those lines. I think it's around here. Jesus. There he is. Well, he's very more detailed than last time, right?
Thank goodness you scared that evil spirit away. But now it will hide in the statues. If you were to flame all 10 statues, I'm sure you would chase it away for good.
3 stars. Literally all you were doing is that. How is this 3-star difficulty? I find the star rating difficulties in this is bullshit. There are some missions that are like 2-3 stars and it's a piece of piss. And there's others that are... No, sorry. I got that the wrong way around. 2-3 stars that are hard as balls. And then there's like 5 stars that you can just do in 2 minutes flat. I don't know, I just feel like they got some of them a wee bit muddled up. Oh, okay. I still think they looked... Yeah, I'm gonna be that hipster guy. They looked better in the old version. Just because they were brighter green and they looked funnier. But again, just one man's opinion. I do love this game, and for as much as I'm bashing it, I do love it. And then I think the plan is that Rasheen and I are doing Spyro 3 together. because neither of us have overly strong memories of it. So Spyro 1 was her favourite because that was one she remembers the most. Spyro 2 is my favourite because it's the one I remember the most. So we figured we would probably do Spyro 3 together because neither of us really remember it much. So we thought we could do our first co-op playthrough together on Spyro 3. So you got that to look forward to when I eventually get around to beating this one. Right, let's go get these first. I keep having Red Dead Redemption in my head, so like I need to skin him, I need to get the perfect pelt. No you don't, this is a Spyro game. You might look down on that. Can you imagine the kids having that in a Spyro game? Yeah, I killed the yak. What's Spyro doing to the bear, Daddy? Yeah. We're hanging his pelt on the wall. He's be a nice coat for you later, kid. I remember reading somewhere, it's like a ridiculous fucking article, but it was so funny I couldn't help but read it and just laugh. Like, since Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, the percentage of people Googling or looking up Western porn, like cowboy porn, went up by 700%. So if that's, what, 7 people looking it up, that's what, 7... It goes up to 70 people or something? 700 people, maybe? That's mental. Like, when the internet wants to bang something, by God, they'll make quick work of you. Jesus. Right, I'm still looking for other statues. It's probably the same way as in James, actually. Here is not where I want to go. Is it? No, I want to go up here. No, I don't. Oh, come on. Get your shit together, James. There we go. Cool. And there should be a cave up here with toasty marshmallows! Missing 2 more. One here. It's not around here. And it's not in here. It's not you. I feel like you're screaming at the screen, it's not in there yet! And I would totally agree with you. I am not a clever man when it comes to things like this. There it is, found it. Woo!
Well done, Spyro. You've scared the evil spirit away. Why don't you take this? I borrowed it from the temple. They don't need it.
You stole it from the temple. Does that make me a thief? Right, got all the orbs. Let's get all the gems. Right, so there's some in here, he says. Is Sparks a he or is she? I think it's a he. Where am I going, Sparks? Oh, there. Oh, that's it. Sweet! Okay. Well, that's us then. That's us done the level in here. Oh. Pants. Right. Oh, skadaisy. I could easily just go to the pause menu and leave that way, but where's the fun in that? Bye-bye! Hum for me. Do it better. You need to actually... Good, but oh my god, you just committed murder. It never happened. Plead ignorance. I chose not to believe it because I knew Spyro was in Skylanders, but I never actually saw the design of him when he was in Skylanders. And people were telling me, don't do it, like, just don't look at it. If you have never seen it, you're not doing yourself any favors, like, just don't look at it. So then, obviously, I decided to go and look at it. And oh my god, he looks hideous. How did that design ever get fucking greenlit? It's the most skeletal, hideous looking thing I've ever seen in my life. How do you fuck up Spyro that badly? His design was there. It was already fucking packaged for you and made. How do you fuck up that badly? It was awful. It was almost as bad as the time they gave Crash Bandicoot tribal tattoos. And I'm not even touching that one with a fucking barge pole. Finish this world off at least. So now I can swim back and get what I need. Although to be fair, there is a lot to this. I can't even finish off this world, I just realised. Oh, I can't climb. And I can't climb until autumn play. This is what I meant when I said it just adds longevity to a game that doesn't need it. Because now I have to go finish, get all the talismans. And then I have to come back later because I can't climb to finish like 2 or 3 of the different worlds in this game. I don't know, it just feels really shit. I feel like it breaks up the flow of the game. Like in Spyro 1, you could finish the entire Artisan's World before moving on to Peacekeeper World, before moving on to Beast World. You know what I mean? Like, you could 100% the world, then move on. 100% the world, move on. You can't do that in this because there's no way of doing it. I think it's my main gripe with this game is it's a lot of backtracking just to get where you want to go. For silly things. It's my only major gripe. Other than that, this game is wonderful, and I love it.
You're well on your way, Spyro. Oh, and keep collecting those orbs, too. The professor thinks they will help you get back to the Dragon World.
Wouldn't have to worry about that if you hadn't fucking stolen me. But, anyway, I digress.
I saw something shiny at the top of this wall. You could probably get it, but you'll have to learn how to climb first.
Okay, well, I can do that later. I'll have to do that later, sorry. In Hunter over there, just ask if you want passive or active camera modes. I think I'm on passive, which means I adjust it myself, which I generally feels like the best way to play this game, camera-wise. Otherwise, the camera just gets in your way. It's a pain in the tits. So I want to close this, open this. La 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 la. I didn't know. That's embarrassing. Fuck off, Moneybags. He's like the original DLC, isn't he? He's the original pay-for-content motherfucker. You want this bridge to move on? 100 gems. 199. In this current economy. You want a new ability? That's 399. I mean 500 gems. Do you reckon EA looked at that and thought, the character in that game's onto something? fucking... Right. This is embarrassing. I've been able to do this first time, every time, anytime I've played this. And now because the camera's on, I'm suddenly getting stage fright. Oh shit, the bed, okay. Is that my footprints? I've never noticed that before. Is that because I was wet? That's amazing. Oh my god!
Say, Spyro,
Fuck
you see...
off. Fine.
Ah.
Okay. Oh, it breaks my heart to see my gems just fall down like that. There we go. Got it. Bloody finally. Right. I'm going to leave it here before I lose my nut anymore. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, please don't forget to leave a wee like, a comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy our content. I want to see more of our videos. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!